Well, regulators have closed Silicon Valley Bank, according to the Wall Street Journal. It is the second biggest bank failure in U.S. history. And with me today is Dr. Olaf Groth, global strategist and faculty at UC Berkeley Haas School of Business. So, Doctor, tell us what happened here today.
Good talking to you, Ryan, as always. And, that's a really dark day for a lot of entrepreneurs, right, as they're trying to get their deposits back from Silicon Valley Bank. What happened here is essentially a perfect storm of two things coming together. Silicon Valley Bank was trying to support its own finances by selling off stock and treasuries at a loss because these treasuries had come down in principal price because interest rates have been going up. That's how, treasuries and bonds work. And as they were selling those off, it was essentially, supporting its own cash flow, but at a loss. And so that panicked a lot of the entrepreneurs that had cash with Silicon Valley Bank. And Silicon Valley Bank, in turn, was overexposed on tech businesses, right? I think something like 96% of its assets are actually, deposits are actually in tech and healthcare businesses. And so very high risk, right? So when this kind of runoff happens, you go belly up. And that's exactly what happened. I really feel for those entrepreneurs who are now wanting their cash back and can't get it.
Long term, what does this happen? What happens to Silicon Valley here?
Well, that's a great question, Ryan. I think, liquidity is obviously key. Cash is king when you're a startup. And so we're going to have to see what the knock-on effect is. As it is, of course, VCs and startups have been battening their hatches, in anticipation of either a soft or a hard landing in this economy. And so this obviously doesn't help because, people need cash to pay their employees and to invest in new tech and scale out of their businesses. So the impact could be quite negative, frankly. And we're also seeing a bit of a potential knock-on effect here. We've seen the KBW index for banks taking a nosedive, about $80 billion of value destroyed, at banks nationwide. This could have international ripple effects because, people are, of course, now watching this dynamic more closely. And a lot of people around the world hold U.S. treasuries. So we're going to have to see. Hopefully, we can sort of bound the damage of this.
All right. We'll have to wait and see what happens there. So let's turn to California cutting ties with Walgreens over its refusal to sell a certain type of abortion medication. What's the potential fallout here?
Well, so this is a political signal, right? Governor Newsom put a stake in the ground, said, look, we're as much as we always talk about protecting women remotely in Iran, we're now starting to rally for women in Texas and other places that are cracking down on abortion. It's a political signal. It's a $50 million worth political signal essentially telling Walgreens it can no longer do business with the state of California for, state-based institutions. As such, it's a sting, right? It's a PR sting, but it's not going to break the bank. Look, Walgreens is a $132 billion revenue corporation, so this is really peanuts in a larger scale of things. But it could turn out to be a public relations nightmare, depending on how they manage this and whether there's other states going to be doing the same thing.
And we can't have a conversation unless we talk about Elon. So in an investor meeting on Wednesday, the Tesla CEO announced that the company's next Gigafactory will be in Mexico. He talked about his master plan for sustainability. So how will this impact tech throughout the U.S. and even in places like China and Europe?
Well, his master plan 3 was really a very extensive, wide-ranging, if a spotty sort of vision for the future, right? He's quite bold, saying, look, it could take us as little as $10 trillion to get to a clean, sustainable economy. And, in the larger scheme of things, the global economy has an annual GDP of 85 trillion. That is encouraging, of course. It's a stretch goal. I think it's actually going to be much more of a stretch. But, what he's saying is, look, it's achievable. So as such, it's inspirational, right? Somebody who has a vision and is rallying others to go after it. He's really good at that. But of course, you got to build people bridges into that vision. And that's really what he was woefully lacking, right? There was no introduction of new car models, new concepts, new technology that could sort of start building that bridge into that cleaner economy picture. So, it's always good to get inspiration, but at some point, somebody has to build into that vision.
And over the past few months, we've been seeing many tech companies laying off employees. We always talk about this and cutting jobs, cutting costs. Is the Moonshot era of tech over?
No, it's not. Look, I mean, I think it's getting harder, right? And it's getting harder, obviously, because of the current economy and the adjustments we've had to go through, I think we're coming to a healthier balance on tech. And of course, Silicon Valley Bank has its contribution to that. But I think, yes, it's true that all these hyperscaler platforms are essentially gobbling up and acquiring very promising ventures so they can't become unicorns themselves, but rather sort of, little meteorites, right? Essentially circulating around the moonshots that these big platforms conduct, right? So as such, you could argue, yes, it's in pure digital and internet land, it's getting a bit tougher. But there's so much more out there, right? Look at life sciences, right? Jennifer Doudna's Caribou venture, for instance, right? Look at carbon capture technology when we're, essentially, capturing and sequestering carbon, which needs a lot more investment still. Acre Carbon, Climeworks, smart city applications like Hayden AI, in which I'm involved. So there's a lot more than just pure internet businesses that will be going after moonshots, and I'm very hopeful that we'll see some in the future as well.
Well, always good information and always on a Friday. So thanks for joining me, Dr. Olaf Groth with the UC Berkeley faculty there. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Ryan. Stay dry.